Hello friends, so we'll discuss today what happened last week. So these are the points which we will discuss quickly, that during the last week between 18th January and 22nd January, what really happened in the stock market. The first point which we will discuss is what are the top sectors and the stocks in those top sectors. And then the second point, high volume stocks. So third point is stocks which formed bullish divergence. We'll discuss here the short-term bullish divergence, which typically means that there is a RSI shows a higher reading as compared to the price in that particular stock. We'll discuss it during the slide. What does this actually mean? And lastly, we'll discuss what is the Nifty OI data for January expiry. So what are the open interest? How many open interests are there, and at what strike prices? So we'll see what this actually means. So let's get started. So first of all, what are the top sectors this week? The sectors which saw the highest price movement. So we have auto stocks, two-wheelers, which saw an increase of 9.21% collectively, followed by courier stocks 8.06%, and then tires and tubes 7.96%, ceramics and tile stocks 6.41%, then auto, light and heavy commercial vehicles 5.15%, and cable, power and other cables 4.68%. Now let's dig into these sectors and see which are the stocks which actually drove these sectors. First, if we look into cable, then we have Polycab, which rose 7.56% during the last week, and then KEI, which rose 6.37%. In courier, Blue Dart alone drove it, which rose around 8.21%. In tires and tubes, we saw massive movement. JK Tyre rose almost 50%, Apollo Tyre 26.5%, LG Rubber Company 21.9%, CEAT 19%, and Birla Tyre 14.5%. If we look at auto commercial vehicles sector, it was driven by Tata Motors, which rose 11%. And Tata Motors has been seeing a lot of rally lately, as we all know. SML Isuzu, which saw 9% price increase, Eicher Motors 4%. And in ceramic and tile sector, we have HSIL 16.3%, Somani Ceramics 12%, Kajaria 11%, Orion Bell 8.4%. In auto two-wheelers, we have Bajaj Auto leading the pack, which is 14.22%, followed by Hero Motor 5.37%. There is a huge difference. So I think this was because of there was a news in the market that Bajaj Auto is going for an early push into the electric vehicles, which really drove the stock. And then on the third number, we have Maharashtra Scooters 4.06%, and then in the end we have TVS Motors, rise of 2.9%. Let's see independently what were the top 10 stocks last week. So the first, as we discussed already, it was JK Tyre, which rose almost 50%, and then we have Gateway Distriparks Limited 31.8%, your Future Market Network 28.61%, Majesco 27%. Majesco has been seeing the rally lately. Apollo Tyre 26%, STL Holdings 25%, GTL Infra 25%, LG Rubber Company almost 22%, Cyient again 22%, and then lastly Sundaram Clayton, which is 21.34%. So these are the top 10 stocks which saw maximum price movement during the last week. Let's go to the high volume stocks, which were the stocks which saw a sudden spike in the total traded quantity and which drove the price movement actually. So this first is Sundaram Brick. We can see here on Monday 18th there is a sudden spike in the total traded quantity. You can see the dark brown line here. So the total traded quantity rose to almost 1.5 lakhs, and this also resulted in the price movement from Monday to Tuesday. The stock saw a rise from almost 350 to almost 365 or so. Then SML Isuzu saw a rise in total traded quantity on Thursday last week from Wednesday to Thursday. So Thursday suddenly the total traded quantity rose to almost 8 lakhs, and this also resulted in the increase of price from almost 480 to more than 520 or so. Chem Bond is the third stock. So Chem Bond, we can see here that during Monday and Tuesday there's a sharp increase in the total traded quantity. On Monday itself, which is 18th, the total traded quantity rose to about 5 lakhs, and then on Tuesday it again rose to almost 7 lakhs or so. Univastu. So Univastu, we saw an increase in total traded quantity during Tuesday and Wednesday. Wednesday was the highest. So Wednesday the total traded quantity was around 9 lakhs, and it rose from less than 1 lakh on Monday. So almost 9 times. Kirloskar Engineering, we saw increase in total traded quantity on Wednesday from Tuesday. So Wednesday we saw total traded quantity increase to massive 70 lakhs from less than 10 lakhs. Sorry, 1 lakh. From less than 1 lakh. Gujarat Apollo, we saw again during the start of the week on Monday, we saw an increase in the total traded quantity. The total traded quantity rose to almost 2 lakhs from less than almost 8 or 9,000. It rose to almost 2 lakhs or so, which also resulted in the price movement. So short-term bullish divergence. So those of you who are not fresh with the concept, or those who do not know what actually short-term bullish divergence is, so here is a quick recap. So let's say if there are 2 points A and B, and RSI shows a higher reading from A to B, but the price shows a lower reading from A to B, that means it is divergent. Since RSI is higher at B as compared to a price, so that means there is a bullish divergence between A and B. So this is a short-term bullish divergence, which actually means that overall trend is bearish, but there is a sudden spike in the price which is expected before the prices will resume their downward trend. So this is what short-term bullish divergence actually means. So let's see the stocks which formed short-term bullish divergence pattern. This is actually helpful for people who trade intraday. So Subros, Kanpur Plastipax, Natco Pharmaceuticals, ICRA, APL Apollo, these are the stocks which saw a short-term bullish divergence as per RSI, your relative strength index. Let's see, lastly, let's see the OI data, your open interest data. How is the open interest data placed in the Nifty January expiry? So we can see here the maximum your maximum call options, around 51.7 lakhs call options are written at a strike price of 15,000, which actually means that 15,000 obviously will act as a major resistance. And since we saw a stock market going down on Friday, and we can see the maximum put options which are present at 14,000 expiry, which is around close to 34 lakhs or so, followed by 13,500, which is 25.37 lakhs or so. So if we read the open interest data, it actually feels that the market is not expecting the bull rally to resume next week, but it remains to be seen. The OI data, thank you guys. The OI data actually portrays that, because there are higher call options written, and the strike prices of 14,600, 700, and 15,000 as compared to your put options currently. So this remains to be seen what actually happens next week. So let me know if you like the video. Your comments will be helpful. We'll meet again next week. Thank you.